Team 21 is a mixed team from Sentinel and West Vancouver secondary schools. They built an app that helps users address procrastination.
In 12 weeks, we will solve procrastination. There have been many applications that pay you to do somebody else's homework, but our app will pay you to do your own homework. The problem is, too many students procrastinate. Current solutions can only assist you. An example, checklists, focus music, of blocking off applications. Ours will give you an incentive to work.
This is our login page. You have to continue with Google here so we know who you are. This authentication is required for the Google Classroom API, which allows our backend to get due dates, submission status, assignment names, and details. In this case, you're Bob Looney. Here we can see an interactable pie chart where you can see your on-time assignments, late assignments, overdue assignments, and upcoming assignments. It's there so you can get an idea of what's going on as soon as you launch the app. We also have a preview of Bob's next assignment. Here we can see our upcoming and overdue assignments. The D- represents the amount of days until the assignment is due. You can also see the estimated amount of time required to complete an assignment, which we use a machine learning model to estimate based on the data of previous similar assignments, which can help students plan for how much time they need to set aside. The amount of points earned for completing the assignment over here will decrease as the assignment gets closer to its due date. This is to encourage people to do work early so they can make appropriate changes later. As a byproduct, students will also have less stress and balanced workloads. As you can see in the Overdue Assignments tab, the assignments are only worth a small fraction of what an upcoming assignment would be worth. Here we can spend points we've earned on a lottery draw for a chance to win real gift cards. Draw winners will be selected every week. This is what differentiates our app from others as it monetarily incentivizes students to complete their work. We will advertise this app through this, as we will ask winners for reactions or comments and then with their consent, produce ads to attract new users to our app. Here you can get a more in-depth look at how you've been doing. We can see the subject-specific assignments you've handed in on time, and we can also see how close to the due dates you usually complete your assignments.
How we will solve procrastination. Here is our first design, made by Tim and Rex. This was before we had a concrete idea of the app, so it looked like a game, because we thought we could hand out rewards in a game to motivate people. Here's the feedback we received. Most people said it looked pretty bad and needs redesign. Here's our new design. Our designer made this one so it looks a lot better. We decided on the idea, but weren't sure what functions we would need. Here's our latest design. We removed the functions we don't need and kept the app as simple as possible. Here's our business model. We'll use ads, one interstitial ad for every time they exit the app. Competitors' business models. Most competitors use advertisement like we do. Evernote makes you pay for extra monthly upload capacity, and Zero Willpower has one-time fee of $1.99.
Marketing. It'll be distributed through the App Store and advertised through sites such as YouTube. We chose YouTube because most people who procrastinate end up on YouTube anyways. Market validation. Evernote, a checklist app, is an editor's choice application with more than 100 million downloads. This shows that the demand for this type of app is quite high. Google Classroom also currently has more than 100 million users, and since we're dependent on it because we're using the Google Classroom API, we only expect 1 million users, 1% of that. Financials. Around 4 interstitial ads per week per person, and if we have 100,000 users, eCPM for interstitial ads is $5.96, and assuming 1% of users click on the ads, well, we use this formula to calculate our profit. And assuming we spend $1,000 on cards a week, we would get $22,840 per week. And that's almost $1.2 million a year. And this is our team. I'm Tim. I manage the team and the application. I have worked on almost every aspect of this application. My main job aside from manager is programming. Joe is a programmer. Whenever asked for something, he gets it done. If there's a problem, he fixes it very quickly. Rex is more of a front-end programmer than Joe. He's implemented the highest percentage of screens in Android Studio. Jaeuk has wonderful design skills. Without him, our application wouldn't look nearly as good as it does. And Beau is an actor and presenter. He's been working hard on improving the pitch presentation. Investment and use funds. We need $20,000 for advertisements and for gift cards. The equity is negotiable.
Awesome. Such a useful and innovative app. Here's Judge Teresa with her comments and question.
Hi, Team 21. Thank you for that. Great presentation. Really nice design, very simple, very beautiful. And I particularly like that you redesigned based on your user feedback when you did your testing and then iterated towards their needs. Great job. I'm interested to know how the data is pulled as it starts to learn how long an assignment might take so that it can help them manage that in the future. Where does it pull that data from and how does it build up that knowledge? Thank you.
Wait, you guys actually listened to us and did user study? Wait a minute. I need a minute. Let's just go to Teresa question first. Where is the data about assignment times pulled from and how does it build up that knowledge?
Well, I'm assuming that you mean the AI built assignment times. So basically, we look at it takes a bit of time to populate, but the idea is that we look at your previous assignments and then grab the average time based on what the assignment text says, which we can pull from the Google Classroom API, and also what the assignment title and the subject is. So for example, if it sees that your previous essays all take around 2 to 3 days to complete, it'll tell you that it'll probably take 2 to 3 days for the next essay assignment. And we can just feed it into our algorithm and it should crunch that for you. Or you can also feed in your own times by specifying within our app that, essays usually take 2 hours to complete, for example.
Very nice, very nice. Hey, Roland, we better start using this app to prepare for season 4.
Well, Janice, I guess I'll get to it later.